saw a couple people were waiting, so we'll see if people are in here. Looks like my mic is working. Looks like my music is working. It might be super quiet though. Let me turn that up just a smidge here. That might be too loud. I'll ask the audience. Alright, let me put it back down to where it was. Looks like everything's working. Except for this Spotify window I don't want visible. There we go. I knew there was something wrong. A couple weeks off, I forget how to work OBS. Here we go. You're early. Hello, hello. Duffy and friends, have you drawn the fox? Lena Bell. No, I have not. Let me look up what they look like. Can everyone hear me okay? The music okay and all that? Duffy friends. How's everyone doing this weekend? Also, Lena Bell. Have I drawn Lena Bell? I don't think so. Yeah, no, I haven't because this was introduced after I drew all of them, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, she looks different. I have horrible memory, if you couldn't tell. Have you drawn Paddington Bear? No, I haven't. You know, these are both really cute requests. I might just take requests from the stream because I'm kind of feeling a chill stream, getting back into the groove of it after a couple weeks. And these two right off the top of the bat are very cute and right up my alley, and I kind of feel like drawing both of them. So I think we'll do sketches of Lena Bell here and Paddington Bear. Maybe color, depending on how I feel, but just gonna have a chill stream because it's been a couple weeks. I was in Michigan visiting family and friends, and that was very nice, but yeah, she came in a few months after you drew them. I remember you saying that, I think, in a previous stream, that it was like right after I posted that video. Pocket Camp. You're a wreck, to be honest. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. But Pocket Camp is fun. I haven't played it since they like released the full game or whatever. I should play it again because I remember liking it even when I had to like fight for my life to get the paid stuff. So maybe worth checking out again. Let's do a grayer background color so it's not illuminating my face like scary camp time stories. And sorry if I sound sleepy. I took a extremely long nap and I don't think I've recovered from it yet. Very, very busy day today of sleeping and procrastinating my work. What, me? Procrastinate? Never. Alright, let's get this ref open here so I can still see the chat and OBS and everything. I like the picture of her with like a little spyglass or like a magnifying glass looking at a butterfly. I think that's kind of cute. Lena Bell. Let me remind myself what I'm doing here. Lena Bell. And we're going to duplicate this canvas and write Paddington on it because I will forget. I know myself. Paddington. Alright. Very cute suggestions right out of the gate. Alright. Lena Bell, Lena Bell. Aw, little stuffed toys of her are so cute. I like her with her little, like, overcoat with the spyglass. That's really cute. I think I'll do that. She's got a lot of cute outfits, actually. But I'm basing this off of a plush toy that's posed with, like, one arm out to the side and her with the spyglass with, like, her little... I don't know what you call this, like a shawl with, like, a little bow. I like that. So I'm going to base a cartoon on that. And it's just going to be whatever style I feel like comes to me based on a plush toy. So we'll use the plush toy for ref, and if it looks funky, I'll pull up other official ref to make it look less funky. But I like the pose, I like the outfit, so let's do a nice, cute, easy warm-up. And if it comes out cute, maybe I'll give it the full color treatment like I did the other Duffy Bear characters years ago when I did them. I guess 2021. So 4 years ago, oh my gosh. I just got a pop-up on my, because I sell on Fiverr, I got a pop-up on my Fiverr that's like, happy Fiverrversary. And it's like, you've been on the site for 13 years. And I have mixed feelings about that. On the one hand, like, oh my gosh, nobody should be on Fiverr for 13 years. But on the other hand, it's allowed me steady freelance work for 13 years. I haven't had to get a real job in 13 years. Shout out to Fiverr. Alright. Making sure I can see my whole OBS setup, because... Okay, phew. I did move the music off screen. Good. I thought it was still hanging out in the corner. I have it. It's a very janky setup for the music. It's just a window audio capture. So it's just a window with Spotify web player. Hello, how's it going? Easy. I did the thing I hate where I shout out people's names as they come into stream, but I hope you don't mind. We're all chill here anyway. I was just talking about on a couple streams ago how I hate that when I pop into a TikTok live and they say my name. I'm like, don't do that. And then here I am doing it. Hypocrite. And I only didn't stream yesterday because I went to a fun little burlesque show that was like fast food themed. Everyone was dressed up like fast food workers with the fast food hat and aprons and stuff. It was a riot. Does she have a little heart-shaped nose? See, I might need to pull up another ref. Let me get some official art up in here. No, I think she just has a cute little round nose. It looked vaguely heart-shaped. Okay, it's just like a cute stuffed animal nose like that. All good, don't worry. Okay, good. Because I always hate when streamers do that to me, but it was just impulse, just like, oh, hello. You should do it. Yeah, it has been forever, and my style, I think, is a little different now. Maybe I should do the full lineup, but for now we're just doing Lena Bell. And see, I do need the official art, because I didn't see that the sides of the head are, like, you know, pointed like that. But I'm going to make everything round and squishy. So no hard points on anything. Same with the ears. Just because they're pointy doesn't mean they have to be sharp enough to cut anyone with, you know? Is your favorite villager Zucker, or has it changed? I love Zucker because Zucker has my birthday, and he was the last one alphabetically when I did the full series of every Animal Crossing villager. So he's my favorite for those reasons, but if I had to, if you asked me like on the spot now, like microphone in my face, like person on the street, what's your favorite Animal Crossing character? Probably Bob right now, which is very generic and like whatever, but just nostalgic. He's the color of a GameCube. He's to me, he is like an Animal Crossing mascot. And I love mascots, as y'all know, so I think Bob, as boring and basic of an answer as that is. Plus, I love the way that I decorated Bob's house on my island, which I haven't been to my island in a very long time, but I should post a tour of the way I left it, because it's kind of a cool city theme. It's like 90% finished, I would say. It's like close enough. And the way I did all the villagers' houses, I really like. I think Bob and Coach are my favorite. My villagers have changed a little bit since whenever it was I posted like my last island tour. But Coach ended up on my island, which I didn't like at first. But I was like, I'm going to give him like the beer chugging, exercising jock house or whatever. It ended up being one of my favorites. So Deirdre's a solid fave. I don't think there's that many bad faves, to be honest. It's a pretty solid lineup. What animal style would they be? It's a shame that otters have already been used in the series for the NPCs, because they don't do villagers that are the same species as NPC species. But I guess no, because they have a sea otter too. I was gonna say maybe we could do a sea otter, but there's Pascal. My favorite animals are otters, river otters specifically, so I would do river otters, and I would love to see some cranky river otters. So that would be my dream, even though it'll never happen because they don't repeat species with the NPCs and the villagers. But if I was in charge, there would be cranky otters. Eloise is so cute. Sasha, great villager. No wrong picks, anyone. I feel like I'm warming up, even though I've drawn earlier today. I did some client stuff. It's just like, I feel like this whole face needs to be lower on the head. Maybe I'm yapping too much. Though usually that helps. Weirdly, when I go into like autopilot and I'm just like chit-chatting in chat, I feel like I draw some of the best stuff sometimes. It's really weird. But now I think I'm getting sloppy. I gotta lock in here a little bit. I can't remember the way I drew everyone's eyes before. I think I kept to the beady eye look. I think I stuck to it because I think it's really cute, instead of doing my normal like big cartoon irises and the whole nine. I think I stuck to the dot eyes. And then maybe I'll fade it to blue at the bottom instead of doing an iris, because hers are like teddy bear eyes where it's like a color and then a pupil. I think I'll stick to the darker at the top and then it'll fade to blue at the bottom when I'll do a rough color pass just to make it like read, you know, or grayscale maybe. But this potentially could turn into a color piece, if not today, future stream. I have to revisit those old Duffy pieces and look at what I did and what choices I made and how I would approach it redoing it now. Because I've had several people, not just in chat, but I feel like in the comments of that video, requests that I draw the Duffy characters again, and they're really cute and right up my alley, so I feel like it makes sense to revisit them. They need a thing to make Animal Crossing, make an Animal Crossing thing where you make villagers and send them out to people's places. It'd be chaotic but funny. Yeah, if you could send them to other people's towns or something. Or at least something like Blanca from the earlier games where you could draw on her face and she might show up in your friend's town with like whatever you drew on her face. Though I understand why they would like limit that feature in an online setting for a kid-friendly game, you know? But if there was like a just customize, you know, the color and the personality and the different species, make your own villager, I think that would be pretty fun. Let's see. The dragon with 12 belts, yeah. We need to make an Animal Crossing animated series. They should. They should. I think it would be cute if they did it in that same like claymation style as that Pokemon Resort or whatever it was called. That little mini series they did. I think that would be right. That would be perfect for Animal Crossing. Just send 20 tools. I don't know. I don't know if I'd do a dragon with belts for $20. I think I'd ask for a little bit more than that. Oh, and she's got like a tuft of fur on the top of her head too. Okay, let's add a little fluff and floof. Let's add a little eye shine because she's looking a little scary at the moment. We don't want that. We want her cute. Okay, cute. A little rough, but cute. This is a very rough sketch, guys. And then lots of fluff. I gotta loosen up a little bit. Okay, loosen up with the fluff. Let's loosen up with the pose. All right, go back to the ref with her and the cute little outfit. You'd kill for that for the animated show in that same style? Because I would kill for that too. I think that'd be so cute. Let's do... I always do, like, for Animal Crossing characters, it's like 1 foot on the ground and then, like, 1 foot in the air. But, like, it's cute and it matches, so, like, why wouldn't I do that, you know? If they take the Star Fox animated short and make a series out of it, yeah. 20 dragon with 12 belts. Oh, okay. I was gonna say. I misread that. Okay. What other pose could I do? And that's kind of the pose she has in the ref I'm looking at. It's kind of like 1 foot kind of up like that and then 1 foot down. So, like, if it's good enough for Disney, it's good enough for me. You know what I'm saying? But I think I will have her bend forward a little bit more. Let's get rid of this. And then tilt her head back a little bit. I'm trying not to copy the ref exactly, but if the pose is good, it's good, you know? Get this little, like, beanbag body in. Maybe have her really lean forward. I don't know. She's on tippy toes, perhaps. Make it a little different. A fishing game proves you kind of can't let people make villagers to send out. Yeah. I mean, it's chaos already when you have the clothing designs, right? So there's enough chaos that you can do with the customization if you're chaotic, but... Hello. Thank you for the fire emojis. Alright. Okay. So I want to have her with the spyglass, but I kind of want to have it like... I don't want it right over her eye, but I want it to have the effect where it's like magnifying something, because I think that's kind of fun. But I think that looks a little creepy if I do it with the eye. So maybe I'll just make it more subtle and I'll just have it like over here, and then this chunk of fur in here gets a little bit more magnified. like that, you know? And it'll have like a reflection on it anyway, so you won't even be able to tell. But I like the idea that it's visually actually magnifying stuff. I think that's cool. Someone did that, a boob hat, yeah. People did all kinds of things with the Animal Crossing customization stuff. And then the magnifying glass even has this cute little like engraving on the side, which I'm going to simplify, of course. I'm not going to do all that detail, but it's kind of like, I'm just doing a quick thing of it over here. It's like hearts with like swirls. So like this and like this. Something like that. Let me zoom in as far as I possibly can here on this reference picture. It's not even hearts, it's like flowers or something. I want to simplify it though. We'll just do flower like that. It's kind of like a heart-shaped flower, weirdly. We'll do that. Maybe it's imitating the flower that's on her head. And then I'll just repeat that up and down the side of the magnifying glass. Just to keep that little touch in there. Okay. You were traumatized. And then maybe we'll make her a little shorter and stumpier to make her a little bit more distinct from the reference. I'm just trying really hard not to just straight up copy what I'm looking at right now. But it's cute and the pose is cute and I'd like to draw it, so whatever. I'll transform it in other ways. Maybe she'll have her hand on her face like, oh, OMG, this butterfly is so cute. When TF2 player made content is less messed up. Let's do like one paw like that. And this is another thing I would do. I feel like I had the same like 5 to 10 poses when I did that whole Animal Crossing series. It was like just rinse and repeat. The same like leg in the air, crossed arms, but nobody noticed or like left negative comments about it, so whatever. Whatever. If a pose works, it works. And listen, sometimes you've just drawn like 20 cranky characters in a row and like 3 of them are going to be crossing their arms in the exact same way. It's just going to happen. And her tail is big and fluffy, but we'll make it a little bit shorter and stumpy just to like make it a little bit different. Make it look kind of like a swirl of ice cream or something. Cranky Kong, get good. I know, I gotta practice more poses, is all the Animal Crossing thing told me. It's like, listen, you have like 10 poses you use for this entire thing and nobody noticed, like. We'll do that there. And then pudgy little toes, like so. Okay, and then I kind of want her torso is a little long for me. We're gonna make her a little stumpier. Just bring it up and in a little bit, like so. Make this paw not so wide, I feel like. The other ones are a little more narrow. Like that. The hat, why are the poor elephants wearing the first result? Because people be crazy. I don't know. You created a clown robot. In what, TF2? I lost the plot of what we were talking about here. Or you mean for your world, like your world of characters, like you made a clown jester or a clone robot. That reminds me, at the burlesque show I went to yesterday, the best performer was this guy who was like a clown. He had clown makeup and a cowboy outfit, and he did a whole burlesque routine that was like a mix of physical comedy and burlesque. That was very entertaining. I would watch a whole hour-long show of just that guy, to be honest, for Spooksters. So in OC, I thought you were like, I was like, I don't know anything about TF2. Can you like make characters the way you can in like fighting games? I'm like, I don't know anything about Team Fortress 2. I know that they sell hats. That's my entire knowledge of TF2. Okay. So there's like a little nub at the bottom. And no, you cannot make custom characters in TF2. I sound so ignorant. I don't know anything about any video game. I know things about the like 5 video games I've ever played in my life. And that's about all. Okay. Now we'll get the other ref of thank you for the hearts, whoever's sending the hearts. Try drawing a bunch of Street Fighter characters. I would in a like cute little golden book style. I think I would try that because I got out of my comfort zone doing the Sailor Moon piece, and I actually really love how that came out in that very simple like retro look. So I think maybe I should stretch my comfort zone to include more human characters that are muscular and like doing dynamic poses and stuff that's a little bit difficult for me. I think that would improve my skills. Brambly Hedge. I have not, but that sounds like a cute thing with cute animals. Make that a live stream. I don't have an emotional attachment to Street Fighter, so that would be tough for me to take on like all the characters. I might do like, the 3 most iconic characters. You're sending the hearts. Thank you for the heart, Sean. I don't know. I'd have to think of something with humans in it that I'm like emotionally attached to. That hasn't been done to death. Like, I don't know. I think doing like a little golden book Breaking Bad would be like passe. Like everyone's done that. That show ended like 100 years ago, So I'll have to think of something. Something with people, real life or human characters. I'll have to think. Akuma. See, I don't even know who those characters are. I'm just like, yep, yeah, Akuma. That's my guy. I don't know who that is. Street Fighter 2? Yeah. I only know... Oh my gosh, I don't even know what fighting game it is. I blanked. I don't know. I know the names of like 5 fighting game characters, and they're not all from Street Fighter. It's like I know Chun-Li, I know Zangief, I know... Is it Ryu, the guy with the Hadouken? See, I don't even know. And I know from Soul Calibur, I know Ivy. End of list of characters that I know from fighting games. Supernatural. I know that was huge a few years ago. You haven't been around for the past few streams. I haven't been streaming for 2 weeks, so you didn't miss anything. Did you ever get to do my request of DJ Candy from My Sims? No, the Wheel of Fate has not given her a chance yet. Let me... If I get around to it tonight. I took 2 requests from the top of this stream. So I'm going to honor that, and also... Whether I get around to it tonight remains to be seen, but I will do DJ Candy, My Sims. I'm reminding myself for later. So if I don't get around to it tonight, I will do it next week's stream. Depends on how slow and steady I take these first 2 requests here, and if I feel like goofing off and just, sketching. Thank you for all the hearts. The 100 emojis. Thank you. It would be hilarious if you did Mortal Kombat in a cute style. Yeah, something edgy in a cute style I think would be a good move. Like I've been saying for months now, I want to do that Shipwreck 64 fan art, but that'll be good for Halloween, so I'll just have to actually finish it before Halloween. And then nobody except for the 5 people who watch people play it on YouTube will remember it or care, but I'll like it, so. Awesome, thank you. Yeah, you've been waiting a while for your request, so it seems only fair, especially if I'm just taking requests from the stream tonight anyway. Alright, we'll make these tufts a little bigger because they're magnified. And now this shawl thing, I need to figure out how that drapes. So that'll go like this. Thank you for the... I don't know who's sending all the different emojis, but I am seeing them and I'm enjoying them, so thank you. Who's your favorite Duffy and Friends? I think my opinion changes on this every time I think about it, so let me think. My instinct is to say the turtle, Olumel, whatever their name is. Just because it's so different and not a furry character, it's a turtle. So I'm kind of into that. But actually, I'm kind of boring and vanilla, I think, and I really like just the classic Duffy in the sailor suit. Also because I own a Duffy, with just the classic sailor suit. So maybe I'm a little biased. It's like one of the few plush toys I own in the world. Now, granted, it's in a box somewhere under my mother's house. I don't have him with me, but he lives in my heart, so. The only plush I have here is a Robin Hood one I bought for $1 at a yard sale when I first moved to Chicago. And he's sitting in my closet somewhere. Alright. Oh, Lumel, he is a cutie. Speaking of My Sims, that cozy bundle that came out on Switch a while back just came out on PC a few days ago and includes the OG My Sims. Oh, you love me for a character? Thank you. I don't know what to say to that. If you want another somehow. Another what? I lost complete track of what we were talking about. Angel Gabby? What is that? What are we talking about? What if you did the entire McDuck family tree? Ooh, I could do that. That'd be fun. I mean, the only member of the family I know without thinking about it is Scrooge. Is he related to all the nephews, Huey, Dewey, and Louie? I guess he is because he's like the uncle, right? So, Scrooge, the nephews. Did I say Daffy? I hope I didn't say Daffy. Donald. Oh my god. Oh, Angel Gabby. Oh, a stuffed animal? Nah, I'm in this kick now where, like, I'm trying to reduce everything I own in the world into a backpack because I went down a bunch of YouTube holes about people who did that. So I've been on a kick of, like, the last 3 days I've filled up entire garbage bags full of stuff I just don't need or use that isn't really donatable. I'm gonna start purging my clothes soon too. I just got an itch to do that, so I am getting rid of my things. I might sell I'm not gonna sell the Robin Hood thing. I got it for $1. I'll like give it away to somebody who wants it, or just donate it. I don't know. Donald. Yeah, I hope I didn't say Daffy. Wrong duck. The McDuck family. Oh, from the like newer show. I haven't seen that. Have you drawn a pangolin? No, I have not, but I will add that to the list for a future stream. I'm going to add that in the McDuck family. McDuck family and pangolin added to the list. Alright. I think her flower petals are like this. I'm just rolling with this as a shape. Perhaps they should be a little more round. I don't know. There's one in Animal Crossing. Is there? A pangolin? Did I miss something? I'm like blanking on that. It's gonna be the most obvious thing I've ever heard too. You're gonna tell me, I'm gonna be like, oh yeah. Because I'm thinking the only pangolin I know is, what's her name from Undertale, and I have not drawn her. So... Yeah, we're gonna worry about the plaid or whatever on this at a later date. That is not happening tonight. It requires a little bit too much brain power for me. But I kind of want to keep smoothing out and like stumpifying this as I go. Like make it a little bit rounder and stubbier as I like clean it up. And this would be eventually turned to color art. So I'm not too concerned if it's perfect line art or not. It doesn't really matter. But I want it to look nice. I want it to be a nice base for the color that will come at a future time. Oh, and you'll all be pleased to hear, when I streamed 2 weeks ago and I drew Vita the Vet, I had never heard of Vita the Vet. I was like, my niece would love this show. And then I went to Michigan, and sure enough, and like recently watched was like Vita the Vet. I'm like, oh, she's already on this. She already knows what's good. I just thought of that. She's technically an anteater, but it's the same as how the peacock is an ostrich, the zebra is a horse. Oh, Pango. Right. Duh. I hear you. Yeah, I didn't think about the fact that they had a pangolin. And I definitely did draw her, so You're right. I kind of want the skirt to go up a little bit here so it looks like 2 segments. There we go. Yeah, like Flora is an ostrich, but she's a flamingo, right? You're gonna be sick and tired of drawing ducks. Nah, I drew how many with the Animal Crossing thing? How many ducks are in Animal Crossing? Like at least 40 or 50, right? I don't know. There's a ton. I didn't get sick of drawing them then, so. I actually enjoy drawing duck beaks because they're kind of fun to simplify. It's like, I don't know. Let me just doodle. You got this little fat head here. Some eyes. And you can do kind of like square it off at the tip like that. And then just do a little triangle for the tongue. I don't know, I think they're fun. There's a duck. Wah. I'll just leave him up there for now. We'll get rid of him later. He can swim up there. But I like a duck beak. It's a fun way to play with straights against curves. To do the beak shape. Does this foot looks a little off. I'm gonna fix this real quick. I feel like it needs to be, the toes need to be a little bit bigger and fatter and closer to the heel like that. That already looks better. Let's rock with this. Bring that in. And then the heel is throwing me off because I want her heel lifted off the ground a little bit. Like she's that excited. So something like this. That looks okay. Draw characters from Avatar: The Last Airbender. That would be fun to simplify, and they're human characters. So let's add Avatar: The Last Airbender. I'm glad you clarified also, because I said I saw Avatar, and I'm like, maybe a Na'vi would be fun to draw in my style, like with the blue. I think that'd be kind of fun. For like a split second, I thought that. I was like, Avatar, all right. Momo and Appa, aw, they would be cute. I hope I said that right. Quack. Yeah, he can hang out up here. I'll give him another wing and some little feet too. Whack. There you go. The whole duck. There's gonna be too many ducks to count for the McDonald family. Well, I didn't say I'd do the entire family tree, you know. I'll pick the ones I feel like doing at some point. Because if there's like 30 to 50 ducks, listen, I'm picking like maybe 10 max. You gotta do Scrooge, you gotta do the nephews, you gotta do Donald. So there's 5 right there. And then I'll pick like 5 other ones I like. Because I haven't seen the show. Maybe I'd want to draw them all if I saw the show, you know? But a turtle duck in your style, that'd be cute. The Mickey Speedway style. Get those YouTube likes. Mickey Speedway. Am I thinking of the like the Runaway Train or like the newer Mickey cartoons where it's like more modern? Or am I thinking of something completely different? I'm so out of the loop with like cartoon stuff, it's not even funny. Like people post about how amazing XYZ cartoon is. I'm like, I haven't seen a single episode. I'm so sorry. I'm horrible at watching stuff people wreck to me. I'm no good at it. It could be the most amazing thing ever created. It'll take me 10 years to get around to it. Chowder. Good suggestion. I'm just gonna put Chowder characters on my list. Oh, Mickey Speedway is a video game? Is it typically? No, it's just a duck. I was just speed drawing a duck to show that I like drawing ducks. Already has simplified versions. Well, I could use them for ref then. That would be kind of cool. If they already exist, that makes my job easier. And then figure out what stylistic changes I would make to those simpler designs. Thank you for the heart spam, whoever is sending those. It's cute. Alright. I want the glass to like bulge out a little bit. So I guess I'll do the shadow a little darker on the edges of it, and that'll make it look like it's kind of coming out a little bit. And then that's where I'll put the highlight. And then this hair will be faded, like it's not going to be super noticeable or prominent. James Cameron's Avatar in the same live stream as Avatar. That's actually a pretty funny idea. I'm going to put Avatar The Last Airbender / Avatar the other one. Dual stream. That's funny. Oops, all Avatar stream. That's funny. I'll do that whenever the next Avatar movie comes out in like 20 years. Whenever there's Avatar related news of some kind for either Avatar. Like, oh, the trailer dropped for the fire one they're doing now. I haven't seen The Way of Water. Don't care, but the next one's fire, I'm like 90% sure. It's an Alyssa. Hello. It is. Oh, actually, this part should be a little narrower here. Okay, yeah, I'm not... I thought, should I do the stripes? No, that's another day's problem. That's future me's problem. Future me hates me, by the way. I make so many things future me's problem. The problem is future always comes, and then it's a me problem. They dropped the art of the new Avatar in the next Avatar series after Korra. Ooh. You know what's a crying shame is I have never seen Avatar The Last Airbender. And I know it's a masterpiece. I know everyone loves it. I didn't watch it when it was on TV, and I just haven't gotten around to it as an adult. I couldn't tell you why. Just haven't. I know the premise of it. I've seen a couple episodes of the very like mid Netflix live action show they did. But have not seen Avatar, and I know I should. I know someone's gonna assault me for saying that, but I just haven't done it. I never finished Samurai Jack either. Also, beautiful show. Didn't dislike it. Thought it was great. Just haven't finished it. So I'm horrible at starting and finishing things. How have you unsubscribed? I don't even blame you. I know it's a masterpiece. You can unsub if you want. You're sending the heart still. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right, open tongue here. You should though. I know I should. I know it's great. I'm not like protesting watching the show. I never feel like watching a show anymore these days. Every time I get the urge to watch a show, I'm going on YouTube. I'm watching How to Cook That with Ann Reardon. I'm watching Lemmy streams. I'm watching Sims 4 build videos. I'm watching, I don't know. And that's my life. So I'm watching Queso, Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? Which those make me feel very intelligent. So I'm like, listen. But I know if I ever downloaded and played Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader, I would lose, and it would just destroy all my faith in myself. I think that's how that goes. I feel like this needs to be thinner, this one on this side. Hold up. Hold up here. We're going to thin that out real quick. It's a little too thick. Let's bring that in. Like so. Okay, I gotta clean that up, but that looks a little bit more matching with the other side. A little thinner, higher up. Beautiful. Let's see, all the animals in Avatar are like hybrids, like penguin, seal, koala, otter. Aw, well I want to do that. I want to draw cute hybrid animals. That sounds fun. Chicken Alfredo is the worst? Like worst what? Is this the name of a character from something? Or do you mean like the dish Chicken Alfredo is like do you mean it tastes bad? It's bad to make? There's so many options. I just had vegan Alfredo earlier and it was alright. It was a jar of sauce I hadn't tried before. And I was like, well, it's only a few bucks, let's just give her a go. It wasn't bad. Hey Alyssa, hello, how's it going? The dish. What makes it so awful in your opinion? I'm curious. Baby turtle ducks are iconic, then obviously Appa and Momo, but even like Fufu Cuddly Poops would be cute. I'm intrigued by the name. Fufu Cuddly Poops. Yeah, the vegan Alfredo that I got from, where did I order? Mariano's, I would rate a solid 6 out of 10. Like, I'm not going to be rushing to buy it again. Oh, did I already? Yeah, this I guess is my final lines. I'm like prepping to color it. But I got to do Paddington. I have other things to work on. Okay. One thing I did want to do though is we're going to alpha lock, and then I want to fade the bottom of the eyes to be lighter to remind myself that that's something I wanted to do in the color. So something like that to fade it to blue. And then we'll make this background color a little lighter so I can see that. Okay. I think that's a pretty solid start. What do we all think? I'm going to put her right here with the duck. Not bad for a sketch, right? I'll move on to Paddington here in a moment. I think eating a marmalade sandwich would be cute. There's a level of poor people food where it is not normal poor people food. Are we talking about like struggle nachos, where it's like tortilla chips on a plate with some nacho cheese on it and you nuke it for like 30 seconds? Like that's like rock bottom. You recently drew Snow White in Procreate. I'm actually pretty happy with how it turned out. Aw, glad to hear that. I'm sure that's a cute piece. The princesses are all really cute. Alright. Let's open up a reference tab so you don't all have nothing but a blank canvas to stare at here. Close out these for Lena Bell. And let's look up Paddington Bear. 100 emojis. Thank you. Coleslaw? Is that like, to you, that's like a rock bottom poor people dish? Because coleslaw can either be really, really good or really, really bad. Like, I think a good coleslaw has to have a little extra in it. Like, I had one that had like spicy sauce and like peanuts in it, and that was pretty good. But just the plain old, like, what they serve at KFC, that's sad stuff. Alright, I like the official Paddington art. That style is really cute. Sorry if I bumped the mic right there. And I like him holding a stack of sandwiches. I like him in the movie. So what do I use for ref? Oh, I like... There's a little statue of him on a bench where he's eating a sandwich. It's so cute. Oh, I love this fan art of him with like an umbrella. Okay, I gotta pick a lane here. We want him eating a sandwich because it's cute. So I'm opening up this. Do I want him sitting on a little bench maybe? Or maybe he's sitting under a tree and enjoying his little marmalade sandwich. And he's got his suitcase. Maybe he's sitting on his suitcase. Okay, I'm putting it all together. Turtle duck? Okay, I'll Google that right now. I opened up like 4 different ref of Paddington Bear. The people you know that like coleslaw are all rich people. Interesting. A marmalade sandwich. You know it. Not turtle deck. It's like showing me some kind of vehicle. Turtle duck. Aww. He is cute. I like that. You don't know what series she's from? You know, you made a bunch of coleslaw at Ruby's. I believe you. What other struggle meal is like... Because now my brain's on struggle nachos. Because I ate a lot of those growing up. I ate a lot of really bad quote-unquote nachos. Also, like, the cheapest white bread, which for me was the hillbilly bread with a slice of bologna and a slice of American cheese. No sauce. Just pure sticking to the roof of your mouth. Grilled cheese. Grilled cheese is fire though. It's like cheap, and it's a quick and dirty cheap meal, but it's fire. If you have tomato soup, that's gourmet. All right, I'm going with these 3 ref picks of Paddington once a week. Yeah, I was gonna say, if I have vegan cheese slices in the house, I'm tearing up some grilled cheese and tomato soup. I might add that to the next shopping list, to be real. Even though the weather's finally getting warmer now. It's not really grilled cheese weather, but I don't know. The weather keeps playing with us here in Chicago. It keeps going from like 60 and sunny to like 30 and depressing, so. Alright, I kind of want to do him sitting down eating a sandwich with his little feeties. But maybe he's sitting on his suitcase. Maybe he's like kicking one foot up in the air out of joy, and one's kind of resting. And he's got this big old suitcase. Well, I guess the suitcase wouldn't be bigger than him because he has to carry it, right? So, a little suitcase. He's using it as a seat. Yeah, he has to be able to pick it up and lug it around. And the corners are like metal. Like that. And we'll have the little handle over here someplace. Metal corners. Oh, let's see. You're not rich and you like coleslaw. You know he like marmalade sandwiches. You know he do. Alright. You get one paw on the sandwich. A nice bite taken out of it. I might go more minimal with it too. Just because I really like the kind of brushy, furry, fluffy look of his paws in the original. But maybe I can simulate that by just having a little bit of added fuzz on the outside. Kind of like how I did, if you guys have seen that piece I did of Emmett Otter Jug Band. Where did I put that? Oh, I don't even know. Whatever. I'm going to get off track, so we're not even going to think about that. But the Emmett Otter Jug Band piece I did where they're like kind of fuzzy and fluffy, I think that would be a good way to approach this. You would hate it as well, like why? Hate what? The coleslaw at Ruby Tuesdays? Or making it? I'm sure making it is worse. That like I'm sure the taste is just acceptable, but making gallons of it every day, horrible. Let's do his little blue sleeves. Well, I guess it's not blue right now because it's grayscale, but you know what I mean. Making it, yeah. I feel like making anything in that big of an amount, you're gonna just learn to hate it. You could be making the most gourmet, incredible, I don't know, steak and garlic butter mashed potatoes and roast asparagus or, you know, some beautiful thing, but you're doing it every night 100,000 times. You're gonna learn to hate it. It was only good when you made it. My dad's like that with, my dad hates macaroni and cheese. He's the only person I've ever met. Like, just the idea of eating mac and cheese will actually make him, like, feel ill. Like, he can't do mac and cheese. But he made the best box mac and cheese for me and my sister growing up. It was just Kraft mac and cheese, you know, but he would put just the right amount of salt in the water and butter on it and milk. Every other relative who made it just didn't do it right. And he was not taste testing it. He hated making it, but it was always the best when Dad made it, so sorry, Dad, to put you through that, but you just did it better than everybody else. And I try to emulate it when I do boxed vegan mac and cheese. It's like just the right amount of butter and milk in it. And the style of Metal Gear Solid, I don't know, that might be a little bit tough for me. Like more realistic, like the concept art for that, or I would do like a cutesier style. I'll get out of my comfort zone in terms of subject material, but I kind of want to stick to the cute style. more up my alley. I kind of want to do his toes like rounded like that, but also maybe fuzzier and fluffier like that and less defined. I think that might be kind of a cute look too. And more similar to the source material. So a mix of both, perhaps. Just keep it real light and fluffy. And then the brush I use for the color, if I ever get around to the color of it, would be like light and fluffy and jagged and not perfect. I think that'd be cute. And watercolor paints. Yeah, realistic watercolor. A little far out of my comfort zone. Maybe watercolor. Maybe simplified with watercolor. I do have watercolor brushes I would like to try on stream at some point for something. So maybe. Never say never. I have to get a mastery of them though. And actually paint with real watercolor as well. I have in my drawer somewhere, I have one of those like top-down mounts for your phone where you can like film yourself drawing and painting stuff. So maybe I'll do live streams of that one day. Lost my train of thought. So maybe I'll stream myself doing actual traditional art at some point. My current problem is my phone is this ancient iPhone 12 mini. And it can't charge from the bottom anymore because I got sand in the port. So I need the MagSafe charger constantly on it while I'm like doing anything with it. So maybe I should just get a new phone. Paprika is underrated as a seasoning. I thought you meant like the movie for a second. I'm like, I don't know. I think that's a pretty highly critically acclaimed movie. But yeah, as a seasoning. Yeah, goated seasoning. We're gonna do a solid shape, I think, for his nose. Almost like an otter shape. Only made it because you loved it. Thanks, Dad. Just did it the best. Alright. And we'll have him licking his chops because he's just had a delicious bite of marmalade sandwich. Alright. Then we're going to shift all this over a little bit because it doesn't quite fit there. It's like, I didn't do the structure of I didn't think the structure of the body out too much. It's not too far off. Okay. I think this leg needs to be a smidge longer. Like that. If I think about it. Yeah, the knee would be here. And he's kicking his little foot out like that. I think that works. I think the metal would just round the corners like so. On the suitcase there. There we go. Peak Dad right there. Yeah, you're right. Alright. And now the hat is going to be tricky because it's so vague and floppy in like the original illustrations. It's kind of all over the place. It's kind of like that shape almost. You can get really kind of funky with it. But it's also tilted down at an angle, and I don't want it covering his eyes, so I'm just going to do a random shape once I get the eyes put in, and we're just going to see. So I want to keep the cute little dot eyes, because I think they're very friendly and sweet looking. He looks a little concerned, maybe a little happier. And then we're just going to try out a shape and see how we feel about it. So something really loose, like... It's like one big chunk in the front, like so, with a little something. And then like that, and like that. But we want the brim lower on the head. I don't like this little bump here. We're gonna get rid of that. So maybe like that. And then, sorry if I just bumped the mic with my glasses. I could feel it. I don't know if it like made a noise. Look at the movie reference. Yeah, the movie reference is a little better. It's kind of like just a bucket hat, right? Where it's like swish and that, excuse me, like this. At least the picture I'm looking at. He's got his head right here. He's got one little thing here. He's got one big thing here. And then like that. So maybe I'll imitate that over here. Make this a little rounded. I kind of like having the 3 flaps like that to pay homage to the original illustrations. So maybe something like that. Maybe a little wider because I want to see some of his ear too. Under the hat, like in the illustration I'm looking at. You can see just a touch of his ear right here. So something like this. I think that's okay. Maybe this shouldn't be so high up. But I kind of like how wiggly and not perfect it looks too. It's kind of messy, but I'm not mad at it. Maybe have a little bump to the back part of the hat. But have it be a little subtle. No, I kind of liked it better this way. Have all the waviness in the brim, and then the actual hat can be normal shaped. I am going to widen it though, because it's not quite wide enough for his big old head. So like that. There's a little bit of his ear there. And then a bunch of fuzz over here. Alright, I feel okay about that. But I want him to look even happier. Maybe if I really stretch this smile up. Give him like a little chubby cheek line. Have that going on. Alright, I think that's okay. And he has these cute little toggles on his coat, but I don't know if many of them would be visible. Let's see. Maybe just like a little sliver of a toggle here. Just to add a little pop of gold. Maybe up here. But otherwise it wouldn't really be visible. I think that looks okay. Sorry if I'm just going like quiet, just analyzing. Like scanning over. I'm seeing numbers like the Matrix. Like calculating if this is a cute enough start. I think it's alright. I do want to shift the bag over just a smidge. Like this. Maybe. No, his butt's pretty firmly planted on it. I think that's okay. Now, reduce the opacity just enough so you guys can still see it. And then let's clean up the sketch a bit. And we'll use the dry ink. Because I would be doing flat color with this, but I want to make the shapes a little bit harsher and add a little bit of implied fluff like that. And then maybe I use a soft, almost like a watercolor or something underneath where the fur is. Just trying it out. Like here. This is going to be kind of messy still, even though it's the cleaned up sketch. It's going to be a little messy. Well, I just figure out if these lines even work. I'll make his nose nice and big. I think it looks cute like that. I guess I'll connect it to the nose. I wasn't going to, but kind of looks silly to not. And then we'll have a tongue. Tom O'Clock does a lot of art analyzing for video games. Go check him out. Interesting. Okay, let me open that in a new tab so I don't forget. Tom O'Clock. YouTube, I presume. Tom O'Clock. I'll go throw him a sub so I do not forget. Do not start autoplaying. Thank you. Paddington is the cutest, I agree. That's why. Was it you who suggested Paddington at the start? Or was it somebody else? Let's see, this is the bad memory again. But whoever suggested Paddington, good suggestion. And a little bit of a chubby cheek right here. Okay, I think his eyes look sparkling enough. Let's see, do you think Winnie the Pooh and Paddington Bear would become fast friends when they meet? I love the when they meet. Like, it's not if, it's when their paths cross. Yeah, I think they'd be friends. Pooh's kind of rude, at least in like the comics and stuff. You guys remember the old Pooh comics that kind of went around years ago where it's like, hey, Pooh's kind of mean. Paddington is pure of heart and spirit, so maybe Pooh would hurt his feelings, but I think Paddington would also just take insults and they would just roll off him like water off a duck's back or something. So I think they'd get along, despite Pooh's best effort to be annoying and rude. But they have so much in common. They're both very cute little bears, so... He was so rude to Piglet in all those comics. Jillian loves Paddington. She hasn't read the books or watched the movies yet. She thinks he's so cute, though. The movie is really cute. I haven't seen the second one. I think there's 2 that are out or 3 that are out. No, it's 2 out and then a third one either just out or coming. They're both really cute. No, I did see Paddington 2 because that's the one with the pink jail with all the prisoners, right? Very cute. Doesn't sound like a family movie. It's like, oh, the guy's in prison, but it's really cute. Family friendly. They're movies that are wholesome and family friendly in a way that is enjoyable to watch and not annoying, kind of like the Babe movies. So, good for the whole family. Best crossover idea. Yeah, we just need Paddington to enter the public domain and we can get a bunch of really bad horror games with Paddington in it. With Winnie the Pooh. Paddington in Peru is the one that comes up on YouTube, the ad. That must be the 3rd one, or maybe the 4th, I don't know. I don't keep up with Paddington news. But Paddington 1 and the sequel are both really cute. Waiting for the Addams Family Monsters crossover. Tom McClock covers Pokemon as well as Zelda. I'll have to check that out later. Do a little fuzz for the fur here as well. Fur goes out like that. And that'll imply where a shadow's gonna go later. I don't know how I feel about the toes. I feel like they need to be a little fuzzier. Like that. A little fluffier and fuzzier. I mean, this is just kind of a rough sketch, but... And we'll do some quick little paw pad here. I forget how bears' feet look, so I'm just going to keep it real simple right now. I'm not Googling that rough right now. We'll deal with that later. But I notice in the original Paddington, like the hand is like this and then has like the paw pads like this on the bottom, which is kind of fun. Reminds me of Corduroy the bear too. Aww, I love Corduroy. That's one of my favorite pictures of me as a kid is I have like 2 teeth in the front and I got a red sweater on and I'm holding up a paper craft or art or something I made of Corduroy the bear. And it's one of my favorite pictures of me, but I ruined it because I like glued glue and glitter and stuff all over it. I don't know. Like the actual physical photo. So all that exists of it are photos of that photo with the glitter and the crap on it, the marker. So that's fun, but I like that old picture of me. Because I loved Corduroy. Should draw him sometime. Yeah, you remember that picture? Mom sent me a photo of it not that long ago, and I was like, yep, there's all the markers and stuff I drew on it with. Awesome. Covers Marvel Rivals. I do not know anything about Marvel Rivals. I know it's the big popular thing right now. I'm so out of the loop on like gaming stuff in general right now, to be honest. I know about the Sims 4 Businesses and Hobbies expansion pack, and that's about all I know. I haven't bought it. I uninstalled Sims 4 from my computer because it was eating up too much of my time. So I would sit there and build like a house for hours. I'd put people in it, and I either wouldn't want to play it, or I would want to play as somebody that's a sim that's in the freelance art career, and they're grinding and they're making money, and I'm like, I could be doing this in real life, and it would just make me feel like existential, and I would just close the game. I'm like, I should be doing this in real life, making real money for myself to do real things. It made me feel really weird, so for now I'm not playing Sims, but I will watch other people play it. That does not feel like the same kind of time sink because I can draw while I'm doing it. So I'll watch other people play video games. It was just the fact that I was playing another freelance artist. I was like, what am I doing? I can do this for real. I don't need to play this game. The corduroy berry made out of construction paper. I have it on my phone somewhere, the picture of it that Mom sent me. Maybe a little bit longer for your hairs on the... It's kind of a weird mismatch of styles with the thick lines, but that's not how the final art would look anyway. It would be like chunks of color with some textured brush. So I think it would be okay for final art. Just looks a little off in the sketch, I think. Shout out to Connie and Karen. Yeah, I love Connie and Karen gaming for their builds. I like a little Simsy. I like James Turner. Deligracy. My YouTube besties. Like, I'll watch those and I'll get the urge to play the game, but I know if I play again, I'm gonna like feel weird about it in another few hours, so I just don't. Though I will still on occasion like be tempted by, or will do like Little Simsy, or somebody will do a shell challenge where it's like a really weird shaped house shell that you have to use as your base for your house. And that feels like a fun way to chill out and just have fun for a few hours and build with that template. It feels like there's a goal to it. Like, even if she never features it on her stream or whatever, like, I feel like I did something with that. I don't know. It's weird. We're gonna have some marmalade oozing out of the sides here. Looks weird in a sketch, but I think with like it being a solid color of orange, I think it would look a little better. Okay. I think that's an okay place to stop for the sketch. Which means we will get around to that DJ Candy request. I will get rid of this weird paw over here. So I think that's an okay starting point. I have a vision. I want to do some textured brushes. I want to do similar kinds of texture to the bear that's the thumbnail for this stream, which is kind of what I did for that Emmett Otter Jug Band piece. I think that'll be cute. We'll save that for a future stream. The sandwich looks yummy. Thank you. What is marmalade anyway? It's like yeah, it's like orange jam, jelly, whatever you want to call it. I've had it before. It's all right. I'm a raspberry jam and raspberry preserves kind of gal myself, but nothing wrong with marmalade. Marmalade. All right. Now, actually, let me pull up ref. It was DJ Candy My Sims, right? Let me pull up ref, and you can stare at Paddington here while I do that. DJ Candy My Sims. I don't remember what this character looks like. I have played My Sims 100 years ago. Okay, cool. I like the ref of her holding the record. What do we got here for ref? Her moving and grooving with her headphones on. I like her with the one hand on her headphones. Maybe she can be winking and then holding a record. Maybe just bopping around holding one headphone and like winking, because I think that'd be cute. DJ Candy. I like her outfit. Alright. This is pretty high res. Reference pictures. Let's move these all out of the way so I can see what I'm doing here. Alright, DJ Candy it is. I haven't thought about My Sims since I played it. I was with my first boyfriend, I think, at the time when I played My Sims, so that was many lifetimes ago. Throwback for me. Alright, we'll start with the proportions. Let's do like... I kind of like the idea of like one hand here on her headphone and the other one, the hand off to the side, and she's kind of moving and grooving. So maybe up like this and down like that. One leg kind of up, one leg kind of like that. I think that'd be kind of fun. One shoe like so. What do you think about doing the movie Wicked? Ooh, Wicked would be really fun. There's actually, I was really inspired by, when I did that fan art of Mariah Carey I did a while ago, I was really inspired by, there's a little golden book, Wicked, and the art style, I can't remember the artist's name, it's right on the cover, but the art style of that specific little golden book cover is really, really, really what I'm trying to do, so... Yeah, I would be down to draw Wicked characters at some point. And she's got kind of a turtleneck with like a zipper, looks like. Very hip and chic. Very trendy. Kind of a wider shaped arm. I want to keep her hands simple, almost like maybe a Powerpuff Girls style. Like the thick outlines. I think that'd be kind of cute and fitting for her. Yeah, let's try to do something like that. Like a Powerpuff Girls. We want her pants to overlap her shoes, because that's the cool look, and she's got a pocket down here as well. Her headphones are nice and big and squared off, kind of. I'm gonna make them shaped a little bit like the Apple AirPods Max for stylistic purposes. I know they're round, but like with the low poly thing, they kind of look square, and I kind of like that. So we're gonna rock that. Do a nice chunk of hair down here. Just figure out the shape and size of everything. Headband goes over the top of all this mess. A couple little chunks of hair. I was gonna say fur coming out. Chunks of fur. What do you think about... Oh, I'm just reading the same chat again. What do you think about doing the movie Wicked? I would do that. I thought I saw something flicker out of the side of my eye. Corner of my eye. And I thought it was the chat. Alas, it was just me. It was probably my little circle moving around. My head going like this. I don't know. I feel like this hair needs to be a little thicker, but then I have to make the headphone thicker as well. So we'll do that. And maybe shift it all over just a hair, because it looks like her head's going to fall off a little bit. Maybe like that. Alright, that's a little better. I don't want this to touch the arm, because I want to keep that empty space, that negative space. I could lower the arm too, but I like it where it's at. And she's got her hand like so. Let me think. Why am I having such a hard time? No, I kind of want to do no fingers. I want to do like the way it's like resting on the palm of the hand. Like that, and keep it real simple. Like the other ref I'm looking at, it's kind of like that. And maybe I should look up the Powerpuff Girls when they were teenagers, which is like everybody's profile picture on Twitter. But I can't tell what's on the side of her headphone. I'm going to have to try to find another ref. But I want to get the rest of this done first before I worry about details. It looks almost like a zipper, which is a little silly, but it's like a silver something on the side. Now we gotta give her more of a crop top because we need room for, looks like a star belt. It looks like there's like an undershirt peeking out just the little corner here. And she's got like a black belt with a star buckle. So we'll do the little ties here. A little dot for a belly button. And a star belt buckle. Real rough, but that'll get the job done. Then her shoes have, see, like 2 white stripes on the front. And also a star that I want to try to sneak in here, even with the pant covering a little bit. Yeah, there you can still fit the star mostly in there. Same on this shoe. Real blocky, real square. And then we're gonna bend this fabric of this cargo pant a little bit. Bring that knee up a little bit. And we'll have a line go down the middle. Like on that one. Yeah. Sorry, I just went silent. I was just thinking. About what I couldn't tell you, but thinking. All right. What was I thinking? Oh, I wanted to make the head bigger. I was like, I know there was something I wanted to change right now. I want to make the head just a little larger. And oh, that was the other thing. I want to look up the Powerpuff Girls as teens or tweens or whatever. I want to do this eye winking and then this eye open because I think it would be cute. But I want to look up that Powerpuff Girls reference real quick. Powerpuff Girls as teens. I just want to see how they do the hands and the outline style. Okay. So I kind of want to channel that a bit. It's like thicker on the outside, thinner on the inside. Lines. Huge eyes. Very smooth, no sharp elbows. Arms. But they do have pointy knees, which is interesting. Alright, we'll go back to that other reference picture. Where did it go? There it is. Alright. Browser, don't tell me I have a compromised password. I know all my data's been stolen. It's fine. I changed my passwords. I swear. Alright. At this point, it's like I read about a data breach and I'm just like waiting for the class action lawsuit so I can get my like $50 check in 3 years. That's where I'm at with the privacy concerns. I'm excited for the eventual payday from the EA Games one though, because I have purchased many a thing on their store. And I guess there's some kind of class action going on. You bet I put my name in. I'm going to get that $50 right to my PayPal. Thank you. I got $11 or something one time. Not even that much. It was probably like $5 for some lawsuit about, have you purchased milk in the last like 20 years? I'm like, probably. Put my name in. No proof of purchase necessary. Got like a few dollars one day randomly. I totally forgot about it. We're going to make the eye a little bit bigger than it is in the rough. Kind of channel that Powerpuff Girls thing. Make the pupil nice and big too. And we'll do the same thing where it's like black and then it fades to the color at the bottom. I think that would be cute. And we'll give her like a little sideways smile like that. And then one big white dot, kind of like the Powerpuff Girls. I'm feeling that. I think that's cute. Now I just need to figure out how to clean up all these edges here. And this bracelet thing, we'll give her a big fat like Powerpuff Girls thumb. There we go. These stripes on the little armband thing. And we'll have some music bumping out of the headphones. Or maybe just sound like that. Yeah. I think that's cute. I think that gets the job done. Okay. Let's lower the opacity. Let's do some dry ink. And this will be the last one I do for the evening, I think, because my voice is getting hoarse. So we'll clean this one up and we'll do a recap of the sketches I did tonight. And then I'll probably do the color of these next week, to be honest. Because all three of these I think are pretty good contenders for like semi-finished to finished color art. Pretty excited about the Duffy one actually, because I need to revisit how I did the old Duffy ones. And like enhance that. Make it a little more my modern style mixed with that. Ooh, I want this to be squared off, but not in an ugly way. Maybe like that. Yeah, that's alright. Maybe I'll make it like not perfectly squared off, but square-ish. Like so. Gives it kind of that low poly vibe. The bangs should be a little bit lower on the head than they currently are. But I don't want to hide the eyebrows, so I think that works. And remember, the outlines on the outside should be a little thicker than the ones on the inside to match that kind of Powerpuff Girls look. So we're going to thin this out a bit. And I might even do like more cleaned up lines next week. This is just to give me an idea of what I'm going for. We'll do like a thin line here, and a couple here and here. I think that works. Maybe extend it all the way up the hair, to be honest. Yeah, I think that makes it look a little more stylish. More stylish. There we go. I was gonna say, I'm in my head, I'm like, are there any major holidays coming up? No, well, we missed St. Patrick's Day, but that's okay. I wouldn't have done anything for that anyway. But I wanted to say, the Green River faded so fast this year. Every year they dye the Chicago River like Nickelodeon slime green. And I remember it the last couple of years, it was that color green for like a week after St. Patty's Day. This year, the next day, it was just gone. Like, because I got back to Chicago the day after St. Patrick's Day. I'm like, oh, let me go take a picture of the river since I'm heading home anyway. It just looks like dirty water now. I'm like, that's a bummer. Because I remember it lasting really intensely for like a week after the holiday last year and the year before. Oh, Bunny Day. It's Zipper time. That's right. Easter's coming up. I could draw bunnies. I could draw Zipper. Do like a horror like Five Nights at Freddy's style zipper. Always a possibility. I could do some... I think it would be cute for my niece, because she loves dinosaurs, to do like some Easter eggs, but instead of chicks hatching out of them, it's like dino babies. I think that would be cute. Maybe dino babies with bunny ears, you know? Why not? I just think about like Littlefoot hatching out of the egg in Land Before Time, and how cute that is. I'm like, that would be cute with like a little Easter egg paint on the Easter on the little egg. Do you think Zipper is a human under there or like an animal? I think human, but I think it's just too unsettling to have any humans in the world except for you or something. Like, I think it's a person. Worse. What's your theory? Oh, he's a minimum wage worker. Yeah, that is worse. Is he employed by Tom Nook or Isabel, or is he just hired by somebody on your island to do an Easter party? I'm gonna bring her waist in just a little bit here. She is kind of a block shape, but I don't think there's any harm in pinching it in just to bring it back out with this leg here. Yeah, I think that works. And then line for the shirt. It could be a dog in there or something. It could be some, like, I don't know, what's an animal? We don't have an Animal Crossing yet. It could be the only bat in Animal Crossing, and he's just really shy. I don't know. It could be... Well, I was going to say a dodo, but we have the dodos. I was going to say something that's trying to hide the fact that it's not extinct, but we already have dodos. So that doesn't work. It's one of the villagers. That'd be kind of cute. It would be cute if it was a cranky villager from your island and it like reveals that, like, oh, actually the cranky villager has a heart of gold or whatever. And if you don't have a cranky on your island, I guess it would pick Snooty or something. And if you don't have either for some reason, then you're just playing the game wrong. But I think that'd be cute as like a little cutscene. Like, oh, actually it was Hopper the whole time trying to spread cheer, but he doesn't want anybody to know that he's really a good guy, you know? I think that'd be cute. Like, yeah, whatever. It's just to make a couple bucks, you know? Just to make a couple bells. A little bit thinner on the inside lines. And that would be done with color anyway. And then it's 2 pockets. She's got something higher up on this other pocket. Let's see. I'm just going to make it a square pocket with a button for now. So I'm not entirely sure what the details look like there. We'll just do that. And then this one has like a flap on the top of the button. I guess maybe they both do. That would make more sense. It's kind of like cargo jeans, right? They all have flaps like that. Cargo pants, I should say. It's red. It's Timmy and Tommy stacked on top of each other. I like that one too. And they can't have it known because, I mean, they work in the store. I was going to say it's child labor laws, but they work in the store already, so I don't know. He's just a rabbit under there. He doesn't need to wear a costume. He just puts the zipper on to mess with people. And he actually just looks like that. Little smirk. Speaking of zippers, got one right here. I like the sideways zipper across the top. I think it's very fashionista of DJ Candy. Alright, kind of messy, but you get that it's a zipper. Ooh, this arm looks a little long. Well, I guess the other one's long too. Just make it a little thicker at the end, and then, yeah, that's a little more of the Powerpuff Girls vibe. Yeah, I think I'm rocking with that. What do we all think about DJ Candy from My Sims? I think it came out pretty cute. I'm gonna take a little sip of my drink here. Let me set the iPad down. Out of the way. Oh wait, I want to do a recap. My end of stream recap. Perfect. Alright, so this is DJ Candy from My Sims. I also did a sketch of Paddington Bear eating a marmalade sandwich. And also a sketch of Lena Bell from Duffy and Friends. And, excuse me, sorry for the bump on the mic. I definitely will be working on color flat of art of this and Paddington next week. I think this one will go by quickly as well, since it's more cell shaded. So maybe I'll do all three next stream, but I'll start with Lena Bell and go from there. And that's the itinerary for next stream. So I hope you guys enjoyed the sketches of these three on this stream, because you'll be seeing a lot more of them next time. Alright, with that, my voice is getting a little hoarse, and I'm a little hungry. So I'm gonna call it a night for tonight, make sure my OBS is here, and I'm not just waving at the camera saying goodnight for 5 minutes while I try to find OBS. Thank you all for tuning in after 2 weeks off. It was nice to see everyone. Thanks for the heart reacts and the comments and the suggestions, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace!